season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Let's go. That's the way to open up first play of the game. Sack.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week.
You excited for scoring 3 points.
Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is going to be fast. Make the in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3rd and long. It's Watson.
Oh, why your cousin just threw a dotty on me, bruh? On 3rd down, hold up.
They wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We gotta watch your cousin, bruh.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That boy sidestepped and threw a dotty on me. That was crazy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner to find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out,
I can dig it.
into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss. Kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, give me that.
He rifles one.
Let's go. Let's go.
Able to get there and
Let's go.
There he goes, right side.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
My boy Paulo, that look like Palomalu, get a pick. Jizzleman to the crib. Let's go.
Hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said.
I'm about to change his last name. I'm about to make his last name wrong.
Right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Watson. His throw in.
Let's go.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives.
That boy looked like Palomalu with his hair. Wow.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This is complete to Watkins on the slam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. At the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 19th touchdown of the season.
We're going bowling. Let's go, baby. Hashtag turn the season around.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score. And then you're
playoff bound.
On top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game.
That's what I'm saying, huh, bruh? From a beat down all the way to the playoff. Huh?
Correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm live streaming on YouTube right now, playing my league game.
Their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over, and it's been a rocky start.
Look, you ain't gonna get me to talking to you, boy. You know who I'm playing against.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
Damn.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, pick that off.
And incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting.
Hey, I like this new update, man. They playing better defense.
They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They playing much better defense.
Schnellski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 21-0 our score after 1.
Double O. Watch. It's ball wall, baby. And hey, there's them sitting sideways.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Deshaun Watson.
The score's down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They're on their toes, and they're getting out.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson.
Give me that. Humphreys.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an
Let's go.
Because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone.
I'm the undisputed king of the parking lot.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Sunday night.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Sitting sideways.
He's out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because
oh no! Oh, lost him. Get up and get that.
Open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That was a lucky ass catch.
This time they double it and pick up 6.
So So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them.
Oh, he get to play Cousins back to back.
This is Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receiver.
Touchdowns on drives 1 and 2. Get a perfect 3. And he will take it. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Woke up on them, and then I start my day. Fluffy gang.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet.
I got a baby. And look at baby K. Who the 6? Like the president. Like an instrument. They ain't messing with little 6. I don't know. Man, I'm in there. That's that. That's that man down. Rollo. Pop, pop, boom. Woke up at Zan. Went to a strand. They're my biggest fans. The Muda man. That's just a Muda man. Oh, give me that. Oh. Oh, we caused a fumble and we couldn't pick it up. Man, this fat lineman don't even bend over. And they just had a ball.
Teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like
that hit stick is starting to be tenacious again. Oh, give me that. Humphrey's interception again. Let's go. Get off me. Oh. Let's go. Yeah, I like this defense now. Oh, yeah. People in trouble now. Mm-hmm.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season.
What's that? I can't even hear you. Nah, we didn't hear you. You better hope and pray you don't play me. Because if you do, you better not run.
Now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by...
Because I'm throwing dotties right now. Dot, 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 dotties.
Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens add on.
We throw it. Oh, they're going to review it.
For his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Oh, that's it. Look at that. 1, drag the toe, drag the toe, drag the toe. That's 2.
Justin Tucker lining up for
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score. Ravens 35. Texans nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson to the Texans offense. Trot back out there. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game. Because so far, this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on.
You got your cousin running for his life, bro.
Texans on third
He
down.
throwing it cross body and everything. He doing what the Texans. He doing what Josh Allen did. Throwing across his back. I'm not throwing shots. I'm saying that's what Josh Allen did.
2 minutes remaining in this first half.
That's what I'm not doing. I'm not doing that. Look, bro, when the Ravens was having they L's, you was over there laughing. And we told you. He was like, oh, you lost again?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just...
Come on, Chacha. Let's go. Go. Hey, we not mad at you, bro. We not mad at you.
On the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
Hey, look, so next time run that pill, bro.
1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Man, that should have been a damn pick.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
but your boy Lamar turned the season around.
Because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. And the best part about that play for him,
oh, that he lost the Super Bowl?
Was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Bro, I know he mad.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's...
Bro, why you think I Eli gassing like that?
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Kick is good.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be all for this one, though?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break.
Give me that.
Watson, and some room to work.
Let's go. To the crib. Another gentleman. Let's go, bruh. Let's go.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve.
The Ravens are definitely making a statement going into these playoffs. It's time to coach. Take my starters out. It's 56-0 going into the 3rd.
Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he's
look, bruh, we'll see them Pats soon enough, bruh. And we coming into their house to be real disrespectful.
The
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There he goes again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Texans.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Don't let me put your hay. Hello, I let it rain.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right?
Now, get down.
It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 40, and it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. Happened in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone
I let it rain.
When they create a
Check bomb. Hit the kita. Quarterback's acorn.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah,
Dallas. Button. Now.
Quickly at the end.
Get there. Let down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
No sticks. Head. Whip. Brothers flip.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. A lot of the blitzers come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's an old school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points is final. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
32-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll work free from one.
Bend the knee, bruh. Bend the knee.
Queen bringing him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
How you get back in here? Oh, that's how you got back up in here. Move, it's not time to eat. Go lay down somewhere. Oh.
And they bring him to the ground.
Ooh, nice hits there.
12 yards there and a first down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 12.
Pillar talking, that's a tech.
First down.
And where you at? You gonna get caught now, put up a check. Watch how you talk when you talking to rep. We don't tolerate no disrespect. I was in the field, I was off that Dex. They'll take you right for the pound of Rex. Want the savages out the clan. And Newski died, that wasn't a plan. Hey, I know they fans, yeah. Yes, I know.
22-yard gain. A cool little accomplishment for him.
Yes, I know.
25,000 yards. He just surpassed.
Yes, I know.
When he was a little guy in the backyard, just throwing it around, probably with his dad.
You know, famous.
He dreamed of it, but to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Next, Derek Jeter.
Big loss on that first down pass play.
Fitting to meet him.
Facing a 2nd and long. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain there to bring forth 3rd and long.
Creeping.
Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
What up?
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Texans 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
McKinney on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest.
Who the beef? In the street.
Picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
It works. In today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson's going to throw it, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Let's get it.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's